Don't worry, the live stream will be starting shortly, but while you're waiting, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Also hit the little bell icon and select all so that you don't miss our future videos. You can also join the live chat right now on this stream by clicking the button. Hey guys, welcome to DroningON Live, and it's a very, very special day today. It's actually the second time I've said that because we live streamed this morning, but DJI are launching a brand new product. We all know it's the FPV drone, but we're going to discuss it today and watch it live. So yeah, we've all seen so many leaks about this product over the last few weeks, in fact, months, in fact. And we all know what's coming, but there might be some hidden surprises here in this package from DJI. Thank you everybody for joining us live. We've got just over 100 people watching, loads of people in the chat. I would love to call you all out, but we'll spend the entire stream doing that if we do it. But thank you everybody for joining and watching this live with us. I've got a great panel of guests as well for you to watch this live launch with, and chatting about drones, the FPV industry, and what they make of this new product. Now, the guys I've got here are actually as well club members, DroningON club members. So if you're not already a member, hit that little join button below and you will get a chance to be on a future live stream. And that's to help promote your channel and also to share your knowledge and wisdom and probably terrible jokes, a little bit like this lot who are with me here. So welcome, folks. These are our panelist guests for today. Starting from the top, we got Lone Star UAV on the top left-hand side.
Good morning.
We got Chuck Kovac from Kovaction.
Hey guys, how you doing today?
We got Mike Miller. I'm sure you guys recognize that guy from commenting on every channel.
Good morning.
He's the ultimate subscriber. We've got Henry Robotic.
Hello.
And we've got Lexi from My On High.
Hello, how you doing, guys?
And we've got Keith from the K-Spot.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
You know when you get that awful moment when you know people's names so well, but you're just terrified you're going to forget someone's name anyway?
You did pretty well there, Ash.
Yeah,
You did pretty well.
You nailed it.
So, as we mentioned today, we've got this exciting launch event, and we do have the DJI countdown going crazy. In fact, this is DJI's live video. It's a premiere. It's not going to be a live event. We're not going to have an audience or a stage or anything like that, unfortunately. it's going to be one of those COVID launches where we just basically get the new product shown to us via a 30-minute video that's revealed at 9 a.m. EST. So in just under half an hour. But interestingly, about 3 hours ago, the launch video actually leaked already. It leaked and was shared to the internet via a Twitter channel called Jasper Ellens, who's been sharing and leaking tons of stuff relating to this product. Follow this guy on Twitter if you haven't already. In this tweet, he actually shows the launch video, which, as you can see, is quite clearly revealing the DJI FPV drone. So unfortunately, this is the third launch from DJI now where it's just not a surprise, because we've already seen everything before it's gone live. But we do get a nice insight into this. We actually, in this part, see that the drone can flip, it can roll. So it looks like there will be a proper kind of Acro mode in there, 4K 60 frames per second, super wide FOV, and that's it. So that 30-second trailer we expect to probably be what's going to be revealed on the actual DJI channel when it eventually goes live in 24 minutes. From our panel here, we've got Lexi, who I would say is probably, well, there's no doubt about it, you're the most qualified FPV fanatic here in this panel right now.
Finally,
you compete. You've got big bodies in the FPV space. You race and you win. Compared to me, I don't race and I crash.
Everyone crashes.
Exactly. What are your thoughts about this new drone from what you've seen everything so far?
I think it's not really fully FPV. That's the most important thing. I think this is like this nice thing in between the DJI camera drones and FPV drones, which is like when you switch from camera drones to FPV, it's like really steep learning curve. But with this, it's like kind of in the middle. I wouldn't really get it to like racing track, but maybe it's going to be interesting. I'm excited.
True. Yeah, and to the other guys, really, what are you still excited about this?
I'm hot and cold with it, actually. I'm kind of hot and cold. I know I fit into the demographic like perfect, because what I want to use this thing for would be cinematic FPV. So I don't even think I would need the goggles. I would probably wear AR glasses and just have that comfort level, but still get those really sweet cinematic swoopy shots for my work anyway. So but I told Keith this morning, like, I want it. Then the next day it's like, I don't want it. And then like, I want it. So I want to see what these guys show me today to sway me to part the money from my wallet.
He says he doesn't want to, but yeah, I pre-ordered it. Yep, put deposit down on it last week. They've released the app this morning, so the sim's already come out. And whereas there was some umming and ahhing as to whether it's got this manual mode or it's Acro mode, certainly playing on the sim, that's Acro mode, because the sticks don't move back, they stay where you're going. It can flip, it can do all sorts of things, and when it gets up to full pelt, it don't half go. I mean, you look at the way those arms are styled, they're styled like aerofoils. I mean, the thing is built for speed. I'll give it that.
True. And Henry, your channel's great in terms of leaks as well. You've been spreading the news about this new product as information's been arriving. Are you going to be buying this, or are you not sure yet?
I'm not exactly sure. I'm thinking I'll pass on this one, but if DJI really convinces me that there's something I'm missing out on, then I might actually look into buying it if it is cheap for what they're giving you, if that makes any sense. Because I am looking into getting into FPV, but I'm not exactly sure if this is the drone to do it. So I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, and that's a fair point, actually. If you're not sure about FPV, I said in a video earlier this week, FPV is a very different experience to flying a GPS quad, where you launch and you can take your hands off the controls and put them down on the floor if you want. It can be quite unnerving for some people. It can be claustrophobic because you've got goggles on your eyes. You can go to Amazon right now and buy an FPV starter kit with a goggle set, a controller, and a tiny little Whoop type FPV quad for just over $100, maybe $150. And that's probably the best way to get a real taste of FPV without spending $1,300. Because remember, if you do crash this thing, it's going to be expensive. Batteries, how much were the batteries, guys? $150?
Oh, yeah. A lot of money.
Yeah. they are really expensive.
Really expensive.
More than your Mavic 2 batteries. I mean, they are not cheap.
This is the scary part about this drone. It's like if you're going to get an FPV and you're going to have something at this price point, that's what terrifies me. I'll be scared to fly it like I should fly it. So am I going to take it out and go, flat out, fly like crazy and risk wrecking it?
Yeah, that's
flying it on the sim. It flies, depending on what mode you're in, it either flies like a Mavic, because you can do it two ways. If it's in full manual Acro mode, you press one stick up and it'll take off. But when it's in automatic mode or sports mode, you have to push the two buttons down like normally. It will then lift off the ground like a Mavic. In sports mode, it's got something called cruise control, where it's got cruise control, which I don't quite get the thinking behind that. I don't, but
doesn't the Mini have cruise control also?
I don't know. I've never flown the Mini.
Me either.
No, I don't think so. That's an odd idea. I mean, I guess the way I see it is, if you're going to fly this thing, if you're not going to fly it in manual mode, then you can be wearing a goggle headset and flying a Mavic. But and I think people are sick of me saying that, but the reality is it will fly like a Mavic, apparently, from what we've seen so far, until you have it in manual mode, where it will roll, apparently, according to the teaser.
Well, I think the way you do it is in manual. There's a manual mode that you enable on the controller, but then you have to go into the goggles to switch off everything. Then it will behave like an FPV drone in the fact that it will flip. There's something you have to do on the controller to change the sticks over from being recentering to working like an FPV controller. But it does, certainly on the app, when you play with it, it's full Acro.
Right, and the top speed of this thing is it 50 miles per hour in sport?
It was 60 miles an hour in sport.
60 miles per hour, so it is quicker
in Acro
than
mode.
Other...
It's supposedly capable of 90. Supposedly,
Ooh.
Some people say 90, some people say 70. Either way, when it's like that with the way those things, it's going to be pretty quick.
Wow. Now, this is an interesting thing as well. The fact that we do have this simulator that was revealed today, and as Keith said, you can actually download this app now. Is it on iOS? Sorry, Keith.
It's on iOS and apparently Android as well, because one of our members on the Discord downloaded it on Android.
Okay, that's good to know. But what's interesting is that DJI have spent money developing a simulator. This is not something that's cheap to develop, because the flight characteristics in developing a simulator take a long time to refine. And if we look at some of the biggest players in the simulation market right now, you've got the DRL, the Drone Racing League simulator, which is a very, very popular one on Steam as well. It's even the one I use. Xbox. Yeah, I mean, to get an FPV simulator on the Xbox platform as a commercial product just shows how seriously companies are taking FPV now. We've got Liftoff, which I bought as well. Liftoff is pretty good. And then Velocidrone. So it makes you wonder if DJI entering this simulator is just a little add-on, or maybe they'll extend this and it will become perhaps a competitor to one of these. I don't know.
Maybe it's just like a thing, because DCL also has their own simulator, so maybe it's part of marketing. So if you see like there's a DJI app, you look for your DJI app and you see that there's a simulator too, and then you can sell yet another product to this person. It's like money.
It certainly seems
tell you in the chat, everybody is really curious about the price on it. Ian and Tristan, everybody's asking, what's the price going to be? And I know there's a lot of rumors out there.
Well, in the States, we already know it's $1,299 because we've seen the promotional material has leaked. I don't know what the UK price is. I know what the price is here, which is really good because it's actually matching the dollar price. So we usually, when you're in the UK, you'll get, if it's something's priced at $1,299 in the US, it'll usually be about the same in pounds, even though the rate is not 1 for 1.
So
but here it's cheaper than £1,000. So I'm laughing.
So Keith's going to buy one for all of us, guys, and he's going to send it to us.
I'm not that made of money.
In fact, this thing's got returned to home, so we'll just press the button and off it will fly to us.
Oh, it's going to need a bigger battery.
We're talking about... I mean, this is an interesting topic as well, I think. Every other DJI product has had some form of care refresh. So in other words, you crash your Mavic and they will repair it for you. There's also other levels whereby they'll actually give you a full replacement once per year. We're all very, very curious about how this is going to work with this drone, this quad, because it's much more prone to being crashed. In fact, probably more prone to being smashed, I would imagine is more appropriate. So I wonder how this will work, and I wonder if they'll cover you in the normal modes, but not in normal mode.
Well, I've heard that you can do some of the servicing yourself, but not all of it. But at the same time with FPV, I mean, 40% of FPV is maintenance.
Exactly, soldering and
it comes with a Allen key, which looks like it fits all the screws that you can see externally, because they all have the same thing. So it does come with a tool, and it doesn't look like the shell is screwed in. The shell looks like it's clicked in via plastic, so it must allow you to do some maintenance with it.
It looks like the arms will come off too. It could be serviced. So we were talking about that on Saturday, how we're guessing that they plug in with connectors and they could be serviced and replaced if they were damaged too. So I think a lot of thought went into the engineering of this product.
Yeah,
it's still going to be on the pricey side, but if you actually break down the costing here, you look at how much the goggles are and how much that controller is going to be. Then you look at how much the battery are. Actually, the drone itself is probably around about the $300 mark without the battery, which means that parts might be cheaper. I don't know, it's DJI, but the parts could be cheaper than we think. And you know, I suspected they were going to release a sim, because I don't, as much as we all like to sometimes criticize DJI, they're not that stupid. And I don't think they were just going to release a drone like this, knowing full well that there's going to be people out there that are going to go out there and just fly it into the nearest tree. I think this sim is quite extensive from what little I've played with it, because it only allows you to do so much with the phone, but it does allow you to link the goggles and the controller and the motion controller, which looks like that's going to be released as well. I still don't quite understand the motion controller. I don't. That's the bit that I'm nervous about.
A lot of people are very excited about that motion controller because it will simplify. I've flown drones with a motion controller, almost exactly the same idea. And it's very, very simple. It's very intuitive. It makes sense. It's a bit like if you imagine you're flying a yoke, like on a plane, if you've flown a plane. But it feels very much like that in the way that the craft is responding. So, yeah, not sure. It's going to be very... I think this will be one of those products that's very hit and miss. I think everyone's very interested in it. We actually have a live poll, if we switch to this view now, of who will buy it. Now, not many people have voted yet. Only 14 of you. What? There's a link in the comments now. If you right-click on that link and select Open in New Tab, you can vote on that, and we can see the results of that poll live. So as people are voting, we can actually see your votes changing. So, as I say, pinned in the comments now is a link to that straw poll. Open it up, click a vote, and select what you think.
Jonah Nature is wondering if he's going to be able to go to Best Buy today and get it.
I was wondering the same thing. I was actually wondering the same thing.
Yeah. Think it'll be on the shelves?
I think
I'm hoping to pick it up tomorrow or Thursday. The dealer's hinting at it. I think they've already got stock. So hopefully I shall be making a trip into Bangkok in the morning. So
going to be the first. Okay. Going to be the first of our group to fly one.
Yeah, I mean, if I still lived in the UK, I'd be going to visit Argos right now to see if they've got one on the shelf.
Widget has a good question here. Widget's wondering if the motion controller will work with other units, or is it only going to be the new drone, the new FPV?
Well, Henry, isn't this is OcuSync 3, isn't it? Isn't that what we saw in some of the leaked?
I believe so. This is some sort of OcuSync. Like it's not their normal FPV. It's not their normal digital FPV system because it has a really, really long range. So I'm assuming it's some sort of OcuSync, whether it's 2.0, 3.0. I really have no idea, but it is definitely some sort of OcuSync or something similar or comparable.
I hope it's 2.0, but it'll
probably bouncing through the goggles.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great if you could connect the motion controller to even your Mavic? I mean, if you think of what was that product a year or so ago, designed for handicapped people. Aviator?
Yeah.
Yes.
FT Aviator.
The FT Aviator.
Bit of a disaster, had terrible reviews, but for people who are handicapped, for people who can't use their fingers, holding something and allowing them to be free and fly a drone is lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, the fact that this motion controller is so integrated, it's like the FT Aviator was so clunky because you had to connect everything to it, your controller to be connected, you saw all this pile of stuff connected to it, but this is just the one device. So
true.
I do hope it works with Mavic too, but this is probably how DJI is going to trick us not only to buy this drone, but the next one, which will be like maybe a Mavic 3 or something.
My God.
That's how they're going to get the money out of my pocket twice.
Wouldn't be at all surprised. Well, look at the poll results right now. And you know what? Whenever we do these live streams, for the Pocket 2 and the Mini 2, I do a poll. And on almost every single occasion, there's never a decisive yes or no. They're always split right down the middle, just as they almost are there. In fact, Maybe is now winning, 54 votes. So as I say, through this stream, keep voting, guys. There's a pinned comment there where you can open that in another tab, because stupid YouTube will change your video if you click the link directly. I don't know why it does that.
Wonder if the votes will change after the presentation.
The release, yeah.
Possibly.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Everyone's like,
I'm
waiting.
still in.
This is pre. We should do a post vote. See how
You can change your
change.
vote. I think you can change your vote. Yeah, good plan. We will
Okay.
come back to this. In the meantime, I'm just going to click a button. I don't know if this will work, but we'll soon find out. Do you want to get more engaged in the drone industry and with DroningON? Well, if so, join the DroningON Club, because with that you get a number of benefits, not only in terms of YouTube, but also the additional perks that you'll get by being a member. Take part in our monthly video meets and see special guests such as Kelly from Ready Set Drone and Lexi from My On High. Participate in our unique Discord channel for help, support, banter and chat throughout the day, every day. Get access to our exclusive file share with high-resolution videos straight from the drones that we review, and get early insight into coming videos. Join now by heading to droningon.club, or alternatively click the little join button below, and we'll see you in the DroningON Club.
In the,
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to talk.
What happened with that button, guys? Did the button do anything? I don't know. Did you see a nice promo for the club? Well, if you did, join it, okay? Click the join button. I want at least one new member during this stream, please. And if there's no join button there, I think on iOS it doesn't actually appear in the YouTube app. So just go to the DroningON homepage on YouTube, and there's a little join button there. But it'd be great. And as I said, all these guys here, except for Lexi actually, because Lexi's our special guest. She's an honorary member of the DroningON Club, but all the other guys are members of DroningON Club. So visit the video description to have a look at their channels. Go and subscribe to all of them, because they all produce very different and very unique content.
I think it was fun that if you join, you get to meet people. Like I met Keith this way, and now we're collaborating, and so you're going to find that there'll be a lot of people that'll help you improve your creative content, and it's a great environment. I strongly suggest you guys join as members.
That's really cool. Yeah, it's been a really, really good pick me up. It gives me inspiration as well as a creator. You know, you guys can suggest content that you want to see me shooting. I'm more than happy to do it. Just to go through some chats, Droning Nature asked me if I'm going to buy one. I believe I have one on its way, so it might be here tomorrow. We will see. Yep, promo worked. Someone can't vote. £139 for a battery in the UK, someone said. That's incredible. UK price will be £1,248.
Yeah.
Ouch. I mean, that's...
Oh, dear. So, Drone Phoenix just says, guys, I'm watching a We Talk UAV. He just released a 14-minute video. He's not wrong. There's a full review of it online now.
Is it?
Wow.
Yes, that's on Jasper's Facebook group, because Jasper has a Facebook group, and he was promoting We Talk UAV on it, and
right.
he dropped some clips where he had the controller in his hand. I was like, okay, no one cares about it. Yeah, no one's caring about NDAs.
14-minute video of it, flying around. Looks pretty cool. I mean,
he mustn't be under NDA then. We talk Alex over at We Talk UAV, but he's a very lucky guy to have got it so early. He's always getting these products early. I'm so jealous.
Well, there's people that have had it since November, isn't there? I mean, we've known about this since.
Well, I'm sure an hour from now there's going to be videos dropping all over YouTube.
Oh, they will be.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm just refreshing.
I think it was part of DJI's NDA agreement that they're only allowed one leak this time.
Yeah.
And then they decided to make a Discord and be like, okay, you leak this, I leak this, and let's just go.
Yeah, you know, they'll have the full picture.
Hang on, can I just say, sorry guys, Nurk FPV is watching us right now. We're not worthy. We are not worthy.
We have hit the big time.
Oh, if I swore in my streams, I'd be swearing right now. I can't believe you're here. Thank you, Nurk, for watching us. I'm sure it's just because of Lexi, not because of us.
Yeah.
But thank you for coming to join and watch us live.
Hi,
Nurk. In fact, Lexi, if you want to send Nurk the joining details to join the video right now, he's more than welcome to join us live.
Oh, Nurk, do you want it? You can message me on Facebook. I'll send you a link.
There you go. If you guys haven't seen Nurk's content, one of Nurk's videos that sticks in my mind is where he flies an FPV quad. It's a little bit naughty, but he flies it into a moving train. And don't do this at home.
Nice.
But this was a few years ago. It's incredible. But it just
I've
shows...
seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that video.
I think we've all seen that.
It went viral.
I'll go over and check it out.
I love how when he flies around his house, he just flies his drones into the tree and then just flies in the branches around and doesn't hit anything. I don't know how he does it, but he just literally flies through the middle of a big tree. It's like...
Absolutely. Oh, we got a super chat from Nurk as well. As if you couldn't put icing on the cake. Thank you, buddy. That is very, very nice of you. That's the first and only super chat of this stream so far, guys. 4 minutes until the video airs. Now, here's another topic that's interesting. In the teaser video that was leaked by Jasper on his Twitter, it does actually show the drone flipping, and there was a lot of debate and discussion around whether or not this drone is going to be capable of real Acro or not. It would appear that actually, well, it could be anyway. We don't know if it's a bit of video editing or not, but you see here, he flips the drone's upside down. So this is really positive because so many people were worried that this is going to be effectively a Mavic, which you can't rotate beyond a certain point of angle. It does look like this might still appeal. So, I mean, Kai, you're obsessed with FPV as well. What are your thoughts on this, on the basis that it may well actually have an Acro mode? Will you buy one?
I'm not buying one to get that out of the way.
Okay.
I have a fleet. There's no need for me for that. You know, I'm not their target customers for this product.
That's fair.
I
That's fair.
love the way.
And I still have to wait about 4 minutes before I really can talk about it. So
there you go. I love the way how smooth it rolls. I mean, I've watched FPV videos, and usually it's kind of janky. You know what I mean? Like this thing. Super, but look at that! It's like super smooth.
Have you seen Nurk?
No, but for a guy like me, I think DJI is going to probably get my money. Is what I'm saying.
This is Chuck. I think you are the absolute target for this product. You're a creative. You love to make content. You love editing. You love to make cinematography. This is for you because it probably gives you the freedom that you just don't feel that you have with your Mavic right now.
I'm afraid so.
Yeah, I mean, there's a target on his head. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Mine too. I mean,
I hope Lori's okay because there's going to be a 4th drone in the house, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to remain silent because my wife's in the chat, and I'm not sure I admitted to that yet that I've already pre-ordered it. It's okay. The door's locked. She can't get in.
we just hear banging in the background.
We've got 1 minute 30, guys. Here's another thought. Live streaming. Do we think the app for this is going to let you live stream? Because live streams from a Mavic are pretty cool. Imagine live streaming from this FPV quad with somebody really talented flying it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does it not connect through the...
I can't wait, honestly.
Sorry. Does it not connect through the Fly app? That's what I heard.
Don't know. I mean, the controller has no no holder for a phone, right? So to me, it looks like the power here is in the goggles and in the controller.
But you can connect both to the phone for the sim.
That's where that cable kicks into the phone.
Yeah.
Can I, just to say, thank you to 400 AGL for another super chat. That's really good. That's our second super chat. Not a new member yet. Come on, we want a new member before it launches. Sorry, carry on.
I was going to say, in the leaked unboxing video, you can see there's an OTG cable, I believe. They connect, to your phone from the controller or the goggles. And on the box, you know how like all DJI boxes have, they say download the Fly app. So I don't think they would put download the Fly app on the box if it didn't work with the Fly app. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it works with the Fly app.
Okay, that's good.
There's a comment in there from Robert Defiance. Any news on the flight sim for Android? I believe it is in the Google Play Store.
Okay, let's check.
I can check that for you.
Yeah.
That's
Let's
a
just
very
check
sensible
that.
idea. The premiere is about to begin.
That supports the DJI FPV.
DJI Virtual Flight is what it's.
Doesn't seem like it's in here. I'm looking at all apps by DJI.
Nurk's releasing his video right now.
Oh,
which means there must. Is this video starting now? It's 6 o'clock.
Here we go. Premiere is starting on the DJI channel now. So we've got a few minutes before the channel. This makes me laugh, right? DJI's YouTube channel has 1.14 million subscribers, and yet there's only 6,000 watching their live stream. It's shocking. You should have.
Okay, so I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos just on my feed from DJI.
Oh man!
Oh, wow. Here they all come. So here
DJI?
it is, guys. Here it is.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that's crazy.
Look at
Do we have audio?
Wow, that's awesome, man.
That's
the startup
crazy.
is awesome.
Let's watch the video.
All right, here we go. Right, let's watch the video, guys. You ready? Okay, you should be able to hear it. Oh no. Here we go.
Oh, Ash, there's no audio.
Yeah, I don't think the audio's coming through for some reason from the video. Sorry, guys.
Probably music does the job.
Yeah, it's music. I mean, it's just a bit annoying anyway, but there's the motion controller.
They've released it. It's already on the site, ready to buy now.
There you go. So you can buy it right now. Wow.
Yeah. What you waiting for?
This will be interesting, won't it? Yeah. Is anybody actually going to... is anyone actually going to change their mind when they see this, I wonder? It's going to inspire a lot of people, isn't it?
Yeah.
I bet.
Oh, look at the lighting on that thing.
Oh, it's so
Man,
cool.
the lights are just...
Cool.
It's rather nice, isn't it?
Yes. Still fighting it.
And there it goes. It flips.
Oh,
It did flip.
There we saw a flip.
Did a full flip. Yay.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but couldn't the Spark do a flip?
No.
Only if you
Nah,
threw it.
no,
Only
I
if
don't
you
think any
crashed it.
DJI drone has ever been able to do a flip.
I've heard Bebop can.
Really?
That's funny. Does have return to home.
Look
so
how it
that's-
lands. You were guys talking about how FPV lands. Look how see how it dropped down just like I told you it would, like a Mavic.
Yeah.
See, they do want my money.
They really want your money, yeah.
Shocking.
There's going to be a lot of people that end up buying this who didn't think they were going to buy it. I think that's for sure, isn't it? Really. Any specifications about this thing? Oh, look at the insides of it as well. It looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks pretty.
There's 4K 60 on the camera.
Yeah, all the specs are on their website. It's a 1.5-inch sensor.
Yeah.
What?
Sunrise Water Media.
Oh, there's no way it's a 1.5.
Oh, there's no way.
Sorry, no, half sensor. Sorry, sorry.
I was going to say
Gosh.
that'd be impressive.
Sorry.
Dude,
Sorry.
I thought they were.
So Lone Star UAV, I believe that you can probably tell us a little bit more about this. What do you want to tell us?
Spin the beans.
Go on, tell us what you think.
I was fortunate to fly this thing already, so.
Wow. I'm guessing you can't tell us where or who with.
No, but I did put 2 batteries through this thing, so.
Did you crash it into a water tower?
There wasn't a water tower in it, but there was a river close by.
Tell us about it.
Okay, the normal flight modes, it's like flying a Mavic with goggles.
Yeah.
You know, when I first started in this whole thing, I had a Tello, and I rigged it up with VR goggles just to fly it around, and that's exactly what this thing flies like. You know, it's stabilized. It don't move until it gets input.
Yeah.
On normal mode.
It's heavy.
Now, you put it in the Acro, and the props are too small for this thing.
Okay.
I mean, there's too much weight. There's too much mass for it to move really agile.
So the props are spinning too fast and not giving enough lift because the props aren't big enough and giving enough resistance?
Either the props are not big enough or not aggressive enough.
Or they need more pitch. Right, okay.
So
but it's heavy. I mean, this is a...
It does look heavy.
This is a tank for an FPV quad.
Yeah.
What is your racing quad weigh? Your 5-inch racing quad, Lexi, that you pick up normally for a race?
No. Just no.
No. Nowhere near that. Half?
No. Wait.
250 grams.
Yeah. With battery, yeah, like 300 max, like 350, 400 maybe. But this is heavy.
Did it feel heavy, Kai, when you were flying it?
It feels incredibly heavy. I don't know if they should have gone with a larger prop or a more aggressive pitch on them, but the prop weight ratio was like way off for me.
Right, that's interesting.
And I'm not no big time FPV guy. I do enjoy it, and I do enjoy the immersiveness of it, but this, kind of let me a little underwhelmed.
So for somebody that already flies, you're going to feel underwhelmed, but for somebody that has never flown FPV, it's going to feel very different, I guess, in Acro.
Well,
it might be easier then.
You have the goggles on, you can see, that thing moves exactly how you want it to. Stay in normal mode.
What about flight time? Because this says 20 minutes. I find that highly unlikely.
No way.
I think the 20 minutes is when you stay in normal mode.
Yeah.
Where you are severely limited on your pitches and what have you.
Yeah.
I mean, 6S battery, you open that thing up, it'll scream.
Yeah.
And it'll go through power quickly.
Are you going to be able to adjust it though? Because where you say it's underpowered, when you get that on a normal FPV drone, you can go in and tinker with the settings and adjust certain things. Do we know if you can do that on this drone?
I don't know that there is a way to do that.
I can't imagine. I mean, if you think about the Mavics, you can actually install software where you connect to your Mavic and you can change every single aspect, the ascent rate, descent rate, the pitch limitations. I wonder if it won't be long before somebody releases a custom firmware for this. Not that it's a good idea to install, but it will happen. No hacks, I think it's called, for the Mavic range, isn't it? And Phantoms.
Well, on your regular FPV drones, you access Betaflight, which is the software that drives the flight controller.
Yeah, exactly. But this won't have that. This won't have anything proprietary. This will be DJI's own. Sorry, nothing open source. It'll be DJI.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, we got a company that thrives on proprietary technology, and why would they change that now on what they call their FPV?
Exactly. This is interesting. One of the
GPS.
GPS.
Expect a true FPV to come out DJI. I mean, that's not going to happen.
Has a third GPS technology, not just GPS and GLONASS, Galileo. That's the first time I've ever seen that on a drone. Any of you guys seen that before?
In GPS on the way out or something?
I don't know, maybe.
It has this GPS.
Yeah, 3 types. Normally you just see GPS and GLONASS. GLONASS is the Russian one, I believe. But yeah, Galileo's new. Anything interesting that we're seeing for the other guys? Anything interesting that we're seeing otherwise in the specs?
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat just said that it looks like you can replace the arms.
It's on Best Buy, by the way.
On the website. Yeah, sorry.
It's on Best Buy. I just ordered one, so I'm done. That's why I was like this.
Yeah.
All of that, and you've ordered it.
Yeah, but with Best Buy, I can bring it back if I decide it was a bad idea. So I still have buyer's remorse out.
Are there
so
any
the motion
spares?
controller is $200. The Fly More kit, which just gives you 2 batteries, and the multiple charging hub is $300. A replacement battery is $159. Those are the only things that I can see there yet, but I bet there is more.
Let's turn this into
so for the 1300, how many batteries?
1.
This picture is so like she's just standing there like.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
She's a spotter.
Yeah, she.
Yeah,
okay.
spotter.
She's
Yeah.
a spotter.
I get the spotter, but have you ever spotted
You
like
don't Photoshop in there.
More to the point, why is she not flying it? You know, why does the guy have to fly it, not the girl?
She looks like she was photoshopped in after the fact.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
They all look
She looks
photoshopped.
so
It's like
creepy though. She's like.
Yeah, they put everything in there close.
She looks so creepy. Just saying.
Very unnatural. Yes.
So
Yes.
there's something here that might interest you. There's DJI FPV drone arm braces. Easy to assemble and disassemble. DJI FPV drone arm braces effectively enhance the drone arm strength to make it more heavy and reduce the risk of drone arm damage. There you go.
Nice.
Arm brace.
You can buy. I don't know what the cat. You can buy the camera. The camera is available, as is the landing gear.
How much is a camera, Keith?
$129. So that's the whole camera assembly, which we thought you could do.
Yeah.
The controller is $200 on its own. The drone itself. So they are selling the drone itself, and it's more than I thought. It's $739.
Wow.
That's with the battery.
With a battery and a controller.
With the battery.
Yeah, I think you're going to find later on they're going to offer just the aircraft all by itself. And then...
Well, they are.
They
The
are.
drone
Yeah.
itself.
This is the drone with the battery.
They have to, because when you go and fly an FPV quad, you take 2. You never go to a field and take 1, because one's not going to work when you get there. Yeah, exactly, redundancy. But I mean, Lexi, when you're racing, how many quads built exactly the same do you have with you?
At least 3.
3. This is going to be expensive, Chuck.
Oh boy.
I said at least.
At least.
Oh no.
Some of the events actually have that you can have max 3, and then you're like, well, fine. But when there's no limit, some people come like with 9, and you're like, damn.
Wow. The problem is, we all said that they'll sell the Mavic 2 on its own as well without a controller. We all hoped they'd sell the Mavic Air 2 without a controller as well, and the Mavic Mini 2, but they've never done it. So will they really sell the drone on its own?
You can buy them.
They are. It's on the site.
It's on the site
now.
How much?
$739.
It's out of stock.
How much? Sorry, Keith.
$739. I will send you the link.
Wow. That's not bad then. Well, it's not cheap, but
there you go. It's available on its own. It's just the arm braces. So, I mean, based upon what Kai's just said, they're going to make it even more heavy to brace those arms. Why don't you just sell replacement arms?
That's very true.
Man.
There's a load of tutorial videos.
You're going to open up a can of worms trying to get the wiring correct.
So he's using the Allen key there. Is that Oh no, that's the SD card.
This is the first flight. I mean, this is great that straight away from launch, they've got a bunch of videos that people can watch on how to get it ready for flight. This is really, really nice. It makes people like me, reviewers, think, well, there's no point doing an unboxing and setup.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll just take it out and fly it, you know. The push-on props are quite interesting. I've never seen a design like that before.
Cool.
It's quick release, yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Look at that.
$15 per set of props.
Do you think we'll see that adopted by other FPV quad
Actually, this is a copy of a prop manufacturer, kinda, because they made some, Lumineer made some motors that had little balls in them, and you could just basically put the props on and then release them with a tool.
No way. That's interesting.
So they were first, and that was like 2 or 3 years ago, I think.
That'll be DJI's next lawsuit right there, I guess.
Right, that's what I was just thinking.
Can I ask a question of you FPV guys? Kai, you said that you found it underpowered. Would that be improved by different props? If a third-party company like Master Airscrew or someone came out with better props, would that improve the performance, do you think? Or is it underpowered?
It may. I mean, I don't know that they can go much bigger on a prop diameter, so it would have to be on the pitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the challenge you've then got, you increase the pitch, you increase the load, and then when you increase the load,
the question is, if you change the props, will it still fly similar? Because you cannot change the PIDs or rates or everything in it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, have we found anything on that yet? Do we know if you can't do that? Because I did hear a rumor that you could, but I haven't found anything to. Well, hang on. Can I replace parts of the aircraft myself? You can replace the top shell, gimbal camera, landing gear for more deeper. Okay, so those are the only things you can replace. But there's goggle adjustments. Can I adjust? There's a few things here, but nothing talking about adjusting pitch and stuff like that.
This is really
that bothers me the most on this thing is how it lands on a corner of a battery.
Yeah, but let's stick with the programming of it at the moment. I think, as I said before, this will probably be, if you can't do it already, changing the PIDs and the gains and the various expo values, etc. Then maybe this will be something that you will be able to do via custom firmware later on, which is not desirable. But I can't imagine DJI wanting users to really change the flight characteristics of this, because then it goes so far out of bounds. Who knows?
But still, you would be able to change the rates. That wouldn't change the flight characteristics. It would be just something like the pilots are more used to.
But the PIDs, for example, I mean, you can change one value on one axis of a PID, the P, and you can change a calm quad into something that bounces around and goes crazy when you arm it. So I just wonder if they'd risk people doing that. But this is
they're
great.
risking people mucking around with the camera.
Awesome. Look how serviceable it is.
Why didn't they do this with the Mavics? Why didn't they do this with the Mavic?
They kind of did, but they what I hadn't realised, because I replaced the camera, thanks to Chuck, on my Mavic 2 Zoom.
You're welcome.
But they do put a piece of glue on one of the screws, which is really difficult to get out.
Yeah,
but because my drone had been serviced prior, it didn't have that. So on my video, this is easy. Boom, 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 take it all apart. But I mean, this looks far more serviceable than the Mavics.
Definitely.
I mean, the landing gear.
This could be a step forward. Maybe the Mavic 3 will have a serviceable camera or interchangeable cameras if it's this quick and easy.
Well, if you think about this, right, DJI are now banned or blocked from some trade with America. That means that some of the American support facilities for DJI may start to struggle in the coming years. Maybe self-service is how DJI will solve that. Rather than sending your product off to be repaired, they sell the parts and you do it yourself. It makes sense from a model.
Those are the braces.
The braces.
Yeah. Now there are FPV racing quads out there with braces like that, aren't there, Alexia? I've seen some frame designs with those kind of.
There are some. Actually, my partner Heiko is creating some of those.
Hold on. Even I admit this is ridiculous with prop cards.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
This
is just like, why would you do that?
It's like a false sense of security. Look at those spindly little things. They're gonna snap like twigs.
Yeah, exactly.
But with the strut, is it kind of like a strut brace on a car? The bracing, does it make it more rigid and less flex? And do you feel a difference when you're flying it like that?
I don't know. It's going to add some mass, but I those braces look fairly beefy.
Yeah, but
beefy as those arms are already. I don't see why you would need them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you would need them if they would be like on the front and the back, because then if you hit something, you kind of get the camera a little bit better. Yeah, let's say so. So it wouldn't crash in it. But on the sides, it's kind of like supposed to be making the drone fly more like in the simulators, so more like a train.
True.
But at the same time, this is DJI drone. It already flies like a train.
Yeah. What do you guys think of this controller?
I think you're being generous there, Lexi. Tank might be more appropriate. I really want you to get one of these, Lexi. I want to see you reviewing one of these because, you know, I fly FPV, but not a lot these days.
Okay, DJI, if you're watching, you can send one to me.
DJI won't be watching this, I guarantee it. DJI don't care about me anymore. They abandoned me and lots of other smaller channels, unfortunately. We don't get anything anymore, which is such a shame.
You know what? Actually, I saw a couple of videos just right now released by channels smaller than us, and I was like, damn it. What the hell? We're doing something wrong, dude.
They must be on the payroll.
Yeah, right? Like, I want to be on the payroll.
Perhaps it's because they're better at breaking NDAs than we are.
Oh.
Hmm.
I can use it for racing, although at the same time, I'm wondering, like, if you have those sensors, like, you kind of cannot crash. Isn't it cheating?
But if you turn it into manual mode...
I'm sure you can turn them on.
I'm sure they can't work in Acro mode because it wouldn't go... See, it just went through that tree.
That would be funny. Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah.
It couldn't be going. Yeah.
But then if you see that you're going to crash, you just turn it on, and then you're like, yeah, I did it, though.
The controller is pretty
Totally
sweet.
not giving ideas, guys.
Can I just say, sorry, Keith, just a very quick one. We still have 255 people watching. Thank you, everybody, for still tuning into the stream. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, hit subscribe. I've got one of these on its way, so I'll be spending the next couple of weeks probably reviewing it. But also, if you're not a member of the club, the guys here with me now are members of the club, and that's why they're here live on the stream with me. So if you want to participate in streams like this and help to promote your channels as well as content creators, then do consider joining. The base membership costs nothing, and you get tons for it, including access to our Discord server, which is really, really good fun, full of great people. And we do monthly member video meets as well with special guests such as Lexi, you had on there last time. We've had Kelly from Ready Set Drone. We've had who else have we had?
Drone Supremacy.
Drone Supremacy. We had Drone Supremacy on there. That guy's great. Yeah, it's been a crazy few months, but definitely consider joining the club.
You know,
Sorry,
when
Keith,
I watched this video, okay, you keep go, but I really just want to see someone on the drone racing using this thing.
Oh,
they show the gate. You know, Widget just pointed out that they're showing the drone going up.
Yeah,
they're showing the gates, but they don't hit the gate.
Yeah, I really want to see someone on the drone racing with it.
Fly this on drone racing, you're gonna look like you had an epileptic seizure.
I'm totally getting popcorn for that.
This will be the slowest drone race in history if they fly it like this. I mean, this is very cool though.
Oh no, they're gonna take more of my money. Stop! Stop!
Chuck, that's another $200, buddy.
I saw that. I almost put it in the cart and I resisted.
It looks like a weird little pet, doesn't it? It looks like a little dog. This is the weirdest video I've ever seen.
Yeah, especially the guy.
Maybe it's better with music, but this is so strange.
Now, one thing to keep in mind, the way he's moving, he's gonna props in view the whole time.
Is he gonna hit a gate? No.
I don't know, but if it takes this long to get through one gate, then it's gonna be like cricket, isn't it? 4 days, 5 days.
Well, you can do a spec race, just flying those. That would be hilarious. I'd go. I would totally go, just for fun.
Lexi, you need to buy a few of these, and you need to get your buddies and go racing. Definitely.
I need someone to buy this for me.
FPV potato
too
racing.
expensive.
Is it FPV potato racing? Is that what we're gonna have?
I would call it like this, and I would make a video about it, and then DJI would send me a really angry email.
So come on, guys. Based on what you've seen now, are you any more persuaded to buy it if you weren't, or not to buy it if you were persuaded? We had 71 votes so far. In the video description is a link to Straw Poll. If you right-click on that and select Open a New Tab, and then you can vote live right now. And let's just see what people think. Is there anybody here who is not going to buy it right now then?
Hey, Ash, I think that we're muted when you have the vote screen up.
We are?
We are, yeah.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Okay, the guys are muted, so I'll bring them back. There we go. I didn't know you were muted. Oh, I'll have a look into that later. But yeah, we've got. Let's have a look. DJI Flash only racing. Yeah, I think you're right, Eagle Eye. There certainly wouldn't be a DJI Flash up against any other regular conventional FPV quad.
I had to change my vote, so I had to go from maybe to yes, because obviously.
Aerosnapper is one of our club members. He said he'll not buy it. Let us know why, Aerosnapper, as well. That would be really, really good.
You mentioned he's a photographer. He's more into photography.
Oh, Night Train said you're not muted when the poll is on screen.
Oh, somebody said it earlier, so that's why I was saying.
Ah, okay. Just can people confirm that you can hear the guests when the poll is up on the screen? That would be really good.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
I'm feeling so misunderstood.
I'm liking the mechanics.
Maybe tell me, can you hear me? Good song.
Can
Tristan
you hear
said,
me running? Okay, I'm done.
No, keep going. It's great.
Yeah.
Tristan
I don't know the lyrics though.
Better than Paul Carrick.
Look, guys, we'll have to do DroningON karaoke if you guys keep singing like this. This will be another spin-off live stream.
Maybe Lexi now do a duet of "Can You Hear Me?"
He don't want me to sing.
Go on, Keith.
So I think I'm actually going to sell my Evo 2 so I can get this. My Evo 2 Pro.
Oh no,
that's called commitment.
Changed everyone's minds.
I think there's going to be a Mavic 2 on the market soon from my my stable.
Go on, Keith. What were you going to say?
I'm getting one tomorrow.
Oh my god! Everyone's getting one.
Yeah.
Again, the votes are tied right down the middle. 75 votes. I mean, we've had almost 300 people watching, so it's not entirely representative, but still, it just shows. And Tristan asked, "Do you think they'll make a second one?" I think that this will come down to how well this one sells, because I'll never forget when they released the original DJI Mavic, the original Mavic Pro. That thing sold just incredibly because it was so new and innovative. But then I look at the Osmo Action, the Osmo Pocket. The Mini sold well, but the Osmo Action and the Osmo Pocket didn't sell particularly well. They still made a Pocket
Osmo
too.
Pocket.
Yeah, the Pocket is good.
It's awesome.
It is good. But
I mean, I hated it actually up until I read the instruction manual that I don't need the phone to change the settings in it. And then I was like, that was the first instruction that I ever read.
Yeah, it is great.
Yes.
It's that with the Mavic on the road. It's perfect for travel. I love those things.
Yes.
It's really, really good. And the quality is nice. I mean, this all comes down to whether people buy it and if people want to see a sequel. And I think DJI are trying not to put their eggs in one basket now by just selling regular GPS drones. They need another revenue supply because they're being banned all over the place. And if they start losing their revenue globally, then DJI won't be anymore. And we'll be looking at Skydio to produce something exciting.
Yeah.
US
I do have one more word of caution on the controller, though.
Go on, Kai.
On normal mode, you have a center throttle. On manual mode, you have the full throttle. So if you switch from manual to normal, your throttle kind of halves on you. So if you're in the bottom end of the throttle, you drop out of the sky like a rock.
Ooh, interesting.
It's going to be a
firmware change coming.
Very different way of flying for a lot of people. That's for sure.
Ray Hollins is just watching Nurk's video. He thinks it's very capable.
I think if Nurk was still here and he'd give me permission to show his video here, then I would do it. But I think what we'll call it a wrap so that everyone can go and watch everyone else's videos and reviews. Exactly. But just want to say thank you very much to my lovely guests up here. There they are. Thank you, all of you guys. Really, really appreciate it. Any last words, guys?
Thank you for letting us come on and chat.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree with you.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Ash, for having us.
Thanks for having us on, Ash.
Thank you, DJI, for taking my money. I'm looking forward to flying this thing on March 4th.
And watch out. These, as I say, please go and look at the video description below. All of these guys are linked in there, and say thanks to them by just visiting their channels and clicking subscribe. They've all got those channels that you look at their subscribers and you think they should have 10 times as many subscribers because they produce really good content. So go and support them. That's what YouTube's all about, not just watching, but also subscribing. So go and help them out by doing that. Say bye, everyone. Wave.
Bye.
Everybody. Okay, Google. Driving
our channels.
Nearest Best Buy.
So that's the DJI FPV launch anyway, and we will be seeing a lot more from this drone over the coming few weeks, not only from my channel, hopefully in reviews, but everyone else's as well. Thanks for tuning in, hit subscribe and join the club. Bye.